Yeah, it kind of looks like a mess, but don't worry, I'm gonna fix it up. I'm gonna use color pencils, maybe some Copics, some liners probably, so it's fine. It's fine, everything's fine. take a look at everything. All my Valentine's Day stuff is in here. Well, maybe not all of it, but a lot of it. That's not Valentine's Day, but anyway. I can do a bit of a rough draft to final draft, so to speak. Let's see. I guess we'll start with the original two. Here is the line art for these two pieces, which I then added some color to try and get an idea of how I wanted it to look. And then the final piece, as you can see, this turned out pretty different to this rough draft. I mean, the style is completely changed because, again, this is not my style, really. I'm glad I actually waited a year. Not on purpose, but you know, I'm glad there was time in between doing these two, and the finals. I feel like it wouldn't have turned out in a way that I liked. And this turned out, I mean, it's essentially at its core the same, but obviously my digital art never turns out the way I want it to. Even though this was not meant to be a final, but you know, I prefer traditional art. You can see the difference. I definitely prefer this to this, but I still like this, to be honest, even though it's just a mock-up. This one turned out to be my favorite. This was my favorite initially anyway, but still my favorite. And then, final one, the very rough idea sketching, and then the line art, which I don't like. I think it's horrendous. And I knew that it was horrendous, but I was kind of rushing to get something out anyway. Mock up with colors, which you can see this was very rushed. I left the color palette in, and I just kind of did some doodles to get an idea of what colors I wanted to use. I didn't even finish this envelope. I didn't actually use that envelope in the final. You can see pretty different. I wish the pink had turned out, the border was more like this, but it's alright. It's alright. The diamond pattern was difficult, I will say, to do watercolor. I had never done it before as a background with watercolor, so it's okay for a first try. I'll keep working on it though. Those are the final results for the Valentine's Day cards. Let's do it in order of size, smallest to largest. There we go. This one very dark actually, but you know, it's a little bit different. They're all slightly different styles. Slightly different. These two are closer. So these are the final Valentine's Day cards. 90s inspired Valentine's Day cards. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video, which who knows when that'll be. Thank you again for watching. Bye and happy Valentine's Day.